Hey there, folks. So I'm here in downtown Portland, and there's a marathon, or maybe it's just a run. I'm not sure if it's a marathon or not. But you can see over here, there's all kinds of folks in red shirts and jingle bell hats, and they're decked out for a real good time. But in Portland there are 30,000 homeless people, and this is what's important. So for me, I see the people who are hungry and the people who are suffering, and then I see folks like this that are just, they're out here just running for fun, and they've got plenty of extra calories to burn, and it's not going to affect them one way or the other, really, at the end of the day, whether they spend 50 or 120 or who knows. I have no idea. Maybe it's $300, something like that, to be a part of this. But to me, this is part and parcel to the bourgeois, bourgeoisie, class war that's going on. Because basically, it's a class war, and a certain cross section of society is unwanted and can't sit, can't lay, can't stand, can't eat, sleep, or pray without getting a fine or a ticket or being declared an unwanted person. And while a certain cross-section of the country is just out here running for fun, there are huge swaths of Portland that are suffering, that can't afford food, can't afford to keep their lights on. They can't even afford a house. They can't afford a place to live. And then, you have this cross-section of society here that they don't really have to worry or want for anything. Like they won't have to wonder whether or not they're going to be able to afford put presents under the tree. It's just turn this around here. It's just extravagance. It's just total extravagance. And in Oregon, it's something like 1 in 5 children that goes to sleep hungry. So I don't know if you have much room in your mind to think about that, but 1 in 5. So that's 20 out of every 100 children in Oregon go to sleep hungry. But I'll bet you dollars to donuts that none of these children are going to sleep hungry. These children are they're well fed. They're not going to have to wonder about whether there's going to be tuition money or whatever kind of rate hikes there are at the university level. Like, as the price of education goes up, as the price of housing goes up, as the price of food goes up, as the price of medicine goes up, as the cost of living in general goes up and up and up, there's a certain cross-section of society that will never have to worry about that. They will never have to worry about whether they can afford education, whether they can afford food, whether they can afford medicine or shelter. And, I hate to put it this way because it's pretty darn divisive, but the long and short of it is that, the people really don't care. They just don't care. They would rather spend their money to get a bag of goodies, you know, that they're probably just going to donate to the thrift store after a week anyway. And then that bag of goodies, you know, that could change somebody's whole life. And basically, I think of these types of events as an outgrowth of bourgeoisie society that's willing to cast aside the poor, willing to turn their backs on the poor. They're willing to, you know, exile the homeless, and then run around in their costumes. So, you know, I don't understand it, because to me, I just have more empathy than that. I have more compassion for human beings than that. But you can't ask people to understand the depravity and the hunger that is present in this city when they live this kind of a lifestyle. So anyway, I just want to come on and talk with you guys for a minute about that. And I do appreciate you tuning in. This is the Jingle All the Way or something like that. It's like some sort of a festive holiday run. So anyway, if you're in Portland and you have extra money to burn, then you just go for a run, pay to go for a run. And I just can't imagine that. Like, it's hard for me to even relate to it, but I just wanted to share with you guys. So I appreciate you taking the time to tune in. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will talk with you again very soon.